the masculine path is more of a nothingness path, as opposed to the feminine path, which is more of a fullness path. So sometimes it's easier just to think to yourself, oh, I am transcendent to this creation, as opposed to in the creation. That would be considered as the masculine energy. And it's beautiful, because then it's amazing when you're experiencing that, then the body's walking around and the mind is thinking, but your presence is watching. You see the difference? As opposed to the consciousness being inside the body and the mind and really identifying hard with that sense. You literally feel as the great watcher of creation, as opposed to in it. What a relief, because then whatever happens to the body and the mind does not happen to me per se, or myself, my true self. So, this body could get injured, or the psychology could be attacked, the psychological person could be attacked, but I remain untouched. It's a beautiful idea, right? That's the sort of male aspect of God. I don't know, masculine and feminine energy so much. So, and I didn't even explain too much of the feminine, but the feminine is you feel the word Shakti may sound foreign to people, because some people don't like the Sanskrit terms, but just consider that Shakti is like, if you really looked at all atoms vibrating, right? How do they vibrate? There's an energy or power that makes all the protons and neutrons and electrons vibrate, all of creation. There's some sort of underlying power that makes it all dance. And that dancing mechanism is the Shakti, is the feminine side. That one can be tougher, more difficult to approach, because then you have to start experiencing God in all things, all of creation. And we have a lot of resistance to things in creation, certain people, certain kind of personalities, certain kind of locations, certain kinds of experiences we don't like. We cannot see God there, right? So, at least we have trouble seeing that because we have resistance. So the feminine is embracing all of creation, letting go of your resistance to all of creation. That is a gigantic, I was going to say gigundo path. It's huge, right? And it's easy to see where you're resisting certain people or certain things. It's easy, but it's another thing to let go of those resistances. Some people have trouble forgiving, or trouble seeing God in a particular criminal as an example. That's a real tough. If someone who's done something really mean to you, then it's very difficult to see God in that person. So that side, the feminine side, does take a lot more work, but it's a worthy path to take, because that's when you really start to experience the love, and the love makes your path like fun. It makes it joyful. It makes it fullness. Whereas the masculine side is floating above it all. If you really want to taste the nectar of creation, then you've got to follow the female path. Right? So it's interesting. You want to drink the nectar of creation, and you got to let go of your resistance to creation and see it all as God.